Chaz, $20 super chat. Ladies, what would you say you have done wrong in your past relationships?
I like this one.
This one's good.
I'd say not valuing.
Hold on.
Really
I just want to go
people.
around like this. Why don't we start over here with you? Go ahead.
Okay. That's a really good question. I know for me what I've done wrong is, well, I think ultimately I'm very independent and I pride myself in that, but that causes me to just get really kind of bored if a relationship is going, it gets pretty mundane, and I want to travel. I have the ability to travel with my job and I want to do that. And
Eric, have you shown those, by the way? What's the holdup? Or oh yeah, you can. I'm sure some more have come through. Sorry, go ahead.
But I think I don't even know. As far as done wrong, I am probably not the most patient person with wanting to work and compromise with someone who has a very set career and can't adapt for me. Mm-hmm. I think that's where my weakness is if you're not able to adapt for me because of my lifestyle and my priorities, and maybe that's a little selfish, but I'm very independent and it's really hard for me because of that.
So the mistake you've made in the past relationship is you've gone bored too easily.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
My first 2 relationships were definitely because I was afraid of being alone, and I hooked onto them, and it was all messy. And then the last relationship was I matched. I was so enamored by them. I matched their energy and toxicity. Mm-hmm. So then it just escalated back and forth. How
were you toxic?
It's a very long story.
Give us the Cliff Notes.
Essentially, I let the buttons get pushed. He knew what buttons to push for me, and I knew for him. In the end, we both loved each other, but the things that were happening in our life were he had another girl pregnant when I was dating him. I was going through my breakup. Yes. And then I was struggling with the idea of sharing a man with another family that I wanted to have a family. It was a whole thing.
I mean, that seems like a legitimate concern,
yeah.
But
well, yeah. But that's when things started butting heads, and it was one little tiny thing, and it was another, and I was going to the birth of it, and how
you went to the birth?
I did not.
Oh,
him going,
okay.
the details in which of him going, and
yeah,
how he's going to be in the life, if he's not going to be in the life, what he wants to do.
But so how was it toxic though?
It was just the little conversations, a little tiny ones.
Just arguments?
Yeah.
Yelling?
Just they build up.
Did you ever slash his tires?
Yeah, killed the firstborn too. Got his social security, sold it. No, I never slashed tires. Cried a lot, went a little manic, and then decided to be single for a very, very, very long time.
It sounds like the sex is really good in that relationship.
Yeah, it really does.
Yep. Okay. What about you?
I would say maybe assuming that I know who they are before really giving them a fair chance. Also, I would say, I don't know, for me personally, I was
sorry, hold on.
Matt San super chatted $69. Does anybody respect something that is easy to get? Women with high body counts are not BC. Getting sex for women is easy. Paternity also is an issue with promiscuous women. Men do not want to provide for a child.
For a child that isn't his own blood. So you were shaking your head when he was talking about that it's easy for women to get sex.
Yeah.
Is that what you were shaking your head at?
I was shaking my head about the fact that you think that a higher body count makes someone easy. Because what if they if they have a higher body count, what if they're specifically looking for this one person and you don't meet that requirement, then she's not easy to get. She's not, you know what I mean? It just really depends. I think that's.
Well, he's not. I don't. Can you pull that up, Eric, really quick? The super chat. So it says he's not saying that women with high body counts are easy. He's saying it's women with high body counts are not respected because it's getting sex for women is easy.
Oh, okay. I see. I read it as high body count, easy to have sex with women.
Okay, but do you disagree with it that it's easy for women to get sex?
Yeah, I would say it's probably easier for women than men.
Okay,
definitely.
so you agree with
yeah,
that? Okay.
definitely. Yeah. Sorry.
It's way.
Sorry about that.
I can tell you, it's way easier for women.
Yeah, way
to
easier.
get sex.
Way easier.
Basically, this is what
Yeah.
For sure.
an average woman has about the same sexual options. Her equivalent is a male celebrity.
Wow.
Oh, that's
in order
crazy.
for a guy to
is
have as
crazy.
many sexual options as an average woman, he need be a male celebrity.
That's insane.
Because an
Wow.
average woman could sleep with a new guy every single day of the week. That's like top 1% of men can do that.
Yeah.
It's probably
That-
less than
Less than
1%.
1%.
A
Less than
new girl
1%.
every single day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's hard.
average women, it's
Makes
kind of
No, it is crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. But I do agree with that. Yes.
y'all kind of have that shit on easy mode. Not gonna
Yeah, we
lie,
do.
y'all got that shit on
We
easy
do.
mode.
Switch over. Just kidding.
I'm good on that one. Hold on, I have something for
Yeah,
that.
I'm good. I don't want to suck dick. I'm good.
Oh gosh.
They're hitting on you.
Got him there.
Sticking feathers up
Strap
your butt
on?
does not make you a chicken.
Just kidding.
Okay.
There's someone else for OnlyFans
so
content, not me.
So we were on Chaz's. Unless did any of you want to add to the TTS that came through?
Mm-mm.
So we were talking about one thing that you've done wrong in a past relationship where you were.
Well, as I've gotten kind of some time to think about it too, I would say trying to change a man into being what I need instead of just accepting him for exactly who he is. And if I need
Okay.
something else, go find someone else, but not change them. I used to try to like make them into that person, and that's not fair to either one of us.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's a good one. I did that too. Pattern that potential.
Mm.
Yeah. But also just being like more codependent and like losing myself in them because I love them so much and I want to do everything for them and like be everything that they.
You come
You know?
off as like harsh and cold, but you're really a softie and like really just.
I'm
really,
a hopeless romantic. I want to
yeah,
love. Like
that's
someone
hot. I like it.
So.
You want me-
I-
you want me-
Hey,
you want me to-
Oh well, just on the whole change thing, really quick. I saw this quote the other day, and I wrote it down, and maybe you guys might relate. So men marry women with the hope they will never change. Women marry men with the hope they will change. Invariably, they are both disappointed.
I like that.
I think the best is when you change together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're growing together.
Grow
is
together.
Super important.
Yeah.
Do you want to go with our? What do we?
One thing we did
Yeah.
wrong in our past relationship.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
she get to
Oh,
go?
no, you go.
No,
You go
she
ahead.
didn't go,
I'll go.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would say one of the biggest reasons is communication, actually, weirdly, I know. But I'm terrible at communicating, like over the phone and stuff like that. I hate it. I honestly hate texting and all that stuff. But then also, I think that I see, when I start dating a man, I kind of make up this fantasy man in my head. And I think that that's how they are. Because that's the only thing that I see at first. And then once we're in a relationship, I start seeing things that like don't fit into the narrative that I had already played out in my head. And then I'm like, nope, done. And I get bored. So like there's just a lot, yeah.
What about you guys?
I've never done anything wrong in a relationship. I'm obviously
He's the one,
perfect.
ladies.
for
We
you.
found him.
Sound
We
panel,
found him.
like, bullshit.
Shit, whatever. Something I've done wrong
The search is
in a
over.
past relationship. Can you go first? Because I gotta think about this one for a sec.
I could be a little bit of an asshole when I'm in a relationship. Like sometimes I'd be like, no, we're not doing that, and that's the end of it, and let's go. Like, and it's not like, can you take me on a date? It's just like sometimes, I run my own business. My business is pretty successful, so I'm very driven, and I know where I want to go. And certain things we just can't do. Like I'm not a guy. Like I can't seriously date a girl who drinks alcohol. That's just my preference, right? There's only one room for a degenerate in the relationship, and that's me. I want like a good woman to like take care of me, not like mommy issue shit like she was saying earlier, but like I want a competent helpmate that I can come home to, and I can be like, babe, like I just had a shitty day, and she knows how to help me out and do stuff like that, So, but I can be a little bit of an asshole sometimes. When I'm just like say something how I say it. It's not my intention, but sometimes I can be like, a little cold when I just look at a decision that needs to be made and just make it.
Yeah.
So
Your turn.
I don't know if this is something that I do wrong, but it is something that women, I think, take an issue with. So I'm running my own business. I'm doing this podcast. It's, my goal is to make an obscene amount of money. I want to pay off my parents' mortgage because my parents are the most important thing to me. I'd like to support them that way. And, I'd consider myself very ambitious, and I work a lot. And coinciding with that, I'm very busy. So I don't have time to go on hikes with you. I don't have time to go to the zoo with you. Like I'm so stressed out with work as it is. I work a lot. So honestly, like I'm tired. The little free time I do have, I just want to chill. I don't want to go do this extraneous shit. You'll have my full undivided attention when we're hanging out, but I don't have time to fucking go out. I'm a bit of a homebody too. So like on one hand, girls want ambitious men, but a lot of ambitious men don't have a lot of time to give.
Yeah.
So I think,
high value dudes come with high value problems. Like it's unfortunate, but
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
but it also sounds like maybe right now in the phase of your life, you're not ready for a relationship that takes up a lot of your time. But when you have a successful business and all your income is passive, then you have a lot of time. And
well, I'm not interested in, and I've really frankly never been interested in like short-term or casual dating either. I've always valued building something with someone and having continuity. To me, it's just not worth the time to always be trying to pursue someone new. And honestly, it's just a headache. I've had a few times in the past where I've tried kind of dating multiple people. To me, it's just not worth the headache. I've done the calculus, and it's not worth it. I think I'd much rather give my time to other things, and I do prefer having just one person. I find that to be optimal for my work anyways. I don't have the time to be trying to fucking be a playboy.
That makes sense.
I've had a lot of
What I
experience
said.
dating and
Yeah.
stuff, but
Yeah.
it's so I am desirous of a relationship, but with someone that understands that I don't have a ton of free time. You will have my undivided attention when I'm with you. I'm not on the phone and on the computer distracted and shit, but we're not going to brunch. We're not going to the zoo. Like I got other like I'm busy.
You can't do brunch. Brunch is like an hour and a half.
Well, here's the
What
thing.
about brunch at the house?
I also wake up late as fuck. I'm on a
feel
shit
that.
sleep schedule.
You can get waffles at 2:00.
True.
Okay, I guess that's fair. But it's just, and I'm with you. Well, I know you said in a girl you don't want a girl that drinks or anything like that.
No.
That's definitely my preference too, because I don't drink at all. I don't do drugs. I don't party. It's just I don't go to clubs, bars. Just not my thing. I'd rather masturbate with sandpaper than go to a nightclub or a bar. It's just I don't like it. Not my scene. So that kind of.
I was just in Miami. I went out like 2 nights. I was like, that's enough.
Yeah.
I feel that.
It's draining,
enough for me.
honestly.
I like dive bars. They're kind of fun.
If you can have a conversation, But like, I went to Vendome and just like blasting
Just,
music.
If you
I like
can't have a
doing karaoke.
conversation,
I
you're
like
just
being able to dance. You're like can't dance, but
It doesn't mean you should.
karaoke's the best.
I love
Like,
karaoke.
something where it's like intimate, chill setting, but yeah.
Yeah. It's
No, I totally get. And earlier when I was saying like I feel kind of selfish for thinking what you just said, but then you said it's all about the timing in your life and when what's most important to you. And yeah, that's not something selfish to be. If you don't have the time to adapt in that situation for someone else because you're busy with your work, then that's cool.
Yeah, well, and I think one thing I've encountered is that some women, maybe perhaps most women, will wrongly think because I don't want to go out and do these like cutesy dates and shit that I'm not interested in something serious with her, but it's not the case at all for me because I do lean. I like to travel and stuff, but like I don't need to be going out and doing all this shit. But I don't know, when a girl wants to be constantly doing shit and she's bored and she's just not content, at least for me, I don't need to be playing mini golf with a girl to be content in her presence. I can just be we can be lounging in our sweatpants. What's that fucking Drake song?
Hair tied, chilling with no makeup.
Yeah,
on.
his best I ever had.
Yeah,
Hair
yeah.
tied, chilling with no makeup
'cause
on.
I
That's when
always
you're the
say, yeah.
prettiest. I don't need a girl to be all dolled up.
Yeah.
I don't need that. Like, come over, no makeup, sweatpants. Let's just fucking
That's
have some
my
food.
favorite.
I actually, everything that you've been saying, I'm
Yeah.
like, that's
Yeah.
literally exactly how I am too. Is that I don't need
Yeah.
all that stuff. Like, just take me on, like, take me to the beach.
And
I don't
honestly,
care.
when if that's how it's been, and then I've had situations where the girl starts to want to go do shit,
Yes.
Yeah.
she's like, I'm bored. Like that's not good. I think you want a girl that's like, she's just happy to be
Yes.
spending time
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah.
And
Well, and you don't have to do much.
You don't have to
either.
go
Tra-
out. Like, that's so true. You don't have to go
traveling's
out.
great. Like I love to travel with my girl, but like
Yes.
when I'm at home,
If she likes you, that's all that really matters.
Exactly.
'Cause if she likes you,
And if you have good conversation.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, if the chemistry's there, you know, they'll go with you to McDonald's. You know, it's totally
Exactly.
true.
And there's little things you can do at the house to show them that you care about them without
Yeah.
going out or something
Exactly.
extra.
Like
ankles by
Put
the
their
ears.
favorite movie
You can
on.
have a date
you
at,
know, like
at your house. Like the amount of times that I've like made a little pillow fort and just
Yeah.
like done that for like even like myself or like my friends. Like that's a date. Like that's definitely a date. Are you kidding me? Like you don't have to go anywhere for it to be a date.
It's all about the person and honestly
Yeah.
the sex. So
I agreed. Agreed.
yes. All right, we have Louis Brito here, $20 super chat.